Hello friends, you're the Lonesome Gamer, and I'm still playing Tainted Grail. So we're in chapter 2, and the goal is, well, it's actually not that clear. There are a few goals. We could try to find what happened to the first expedition, which would lead us more in the west, and that's what I thought I wanted to do. We could move toward Camelot in the east. Maybe that's not a bad idea either. Or we could simply explore the island, which I'm kind of doing anyway. I wonder, just let me check one of these maps here. There we go. Oh God. There we are. Where is Camelot? Okay. This is Quanacht, so this is where we started. Now, where's the lake? That's okay. That is the Farshire, right? So I don't know. Is that supposed to be the lake? Possibly, but it's not. I think that might be the Mirror Lake then. It probably is. That is whitening. So Camelot is here. It's hard to tell. We probably have to. The problem is if we want to go there, we have to probably activate a menhir here. And then I'm not sure if it's possible to go north from there, but we have to go more in this area. And that isn't easy. We need magic to do it. To activate that menhir in whitening, we needed magic. So that's, I mean, we do have some, and by the way, I might have made a mistake with the up-leveling, but that's something we're gonna check. Actually, I did make a mistake when I advanced when I advanced Ailey, and one of you pointed that out. Otherwise, I would have completely missed it. So the thing is that these are opposing attributes like spirituality and what is that? Practicality. And when you upgrade it, you pay your cost. You pay basically 2 points for the first block in a pair that you want to upgrade, and you pay 4 points for the second block in a pair. So you got to add these two, and I didn't do that. I thought, hey, this is my first cube here, so I got to spend 2, and then for the second I got to spend 4. Now that's not the case. So that's kind of a tricky thing actually, because okay, I wanted spirituality, so that means I'm going to remove the aggression, because the 2 extra points that I had to pay here, I paid basically here, okay? So this goes away. Now I'm fine here. I will not upgrade the aggression. And now it's kind of interesting, because you could now consider if it maybe makes more sense to totally focus on one side, because in this way you can get some of these pretty strong, and at least I think they're strong, these strong special abilities that come with these cards here. You can only get them once you are full here, and then you can start adding these special abilities. And they also count basically as an extra point. So if I have a special ability here, I have basically 3 points here. So it becomes, I think then upgrading one here costs me 8 points basically, right? 8 experience. So that's really expensive. But I probably want at least 1 aggression to be able to play a few combat cards. So these are the things you might have to consider when you want to up level, if you want to focus more on one side of the board, basically. Okay, anyways, so we start the day, and we gotta bring this guy down to 4. Got to reveal the next event card, and that is again a kind of a chapter card here. So many people of Connacht no longer believe their farmhold can survive. You meet them on the trail as they run with their meager possessions. You do your best to convince them that even an inactive manure offers some protection in its vicinity, allowing isolated pockets of civilization to survive. They do not listen and choose the dangers of the trail instead. Okay, each player gains 1 free diplomacy deck advancement, place 6 random event on top of the event deck, then discard this card. Hint, do not let the weirdness surround you. Always check the nearby menus in advance and have a plan ready to activate them when necessary. Okay. So we need basically 5 event cards here, because we have to subtract. Yeah, it doesn't count as 2 players, but only as 1. And we get the free diplomacy. Cool. So I got my cards and all, and we're gonna start now. We're sitting here at the Mirror Lake, which is nice because we can use that and immediately rest. And I think I want to do that. So it gives me 1. I think actually I haven't explored the area, so that's also something I might want to do. But first I'm gonna gain 1 energy, and I can heal a wound. So let's do that. So this goes up. And that also goes up. That's really nice. Okay, now I want to explore Mirror Lake. So I'm going to spend 2 energy and grab the journal. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay, there we are. So that is 113. And there we are. If you have the Winds of Weirdness status or Matricide status, remove this location card from the game and replace it. I don't think I do have that. No, I don't think I have it. Okay. The sky and the reflective surface of this calm highland lake merge into one before your eyes. A feeling of serenity washes over you. You feel tempted to lie down on the sandy bank and stay there until the end of the world. But then, stories of the alien being living in the lake depths reverberate in the back of your mind, bringing you back to Earth. Okay, we could summon the lady, swim to the island, hunt, or leave. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. No, it's both tempting. I think I'm going to swim to the island. Verse 2. The swimmage was longer than you expected. To make matters worse, something from below brushes against your legs as you make your way toward the island. Your heart races. You go as fast as you can, your lungs almost bursting. Finally, you climb onto the shore, exhausted. This is no ordinary island. It seems to be made of the same bone-like material from which the 4 dwellers constructed their wall. While you rest, preparing to depart, you find an old sealed scroll tube in the crevice of the rock. Okay, each party member loses 1 energy and gains 1 terror. Okay, there we go. Gain the Shadow Oak Scroll item. Exploration ends. So this is a pretty powerful item. It says 1 energy, move your character to any other revealed location. Gain 2 terror and discard this item. That is... oh, actually I forgot to take the terror here, I think. That is pretty good. So do I want to do another exploration and maybe try to summon the lady? Why not? Let's do it. So I'm gonna spend another one here, and we go back to 113. And yeah, now this time we go to verse 1. You stand a while in front of the reflective surface, attempting various courteous pleas, but the wind carries each away without a response. After a while, you can't help but feel silly. Why did you even come here? A dirty lowborn trying to speak to a legend that may not even exist? If there's a time token on this location, or if you have a moon ring mission status, the pale lady won't come. Exploration ends. Go to verse 9 if you meet any of the following requirements. Have the hunted secret card, have the tarnished talisman and the shining talisman, have the tainted grail, and don't have the lady task. Otherwise, exploration ends. Okay, so we didn't manage to do that. Well, that sucks. Okay. So what's next? Seems we got to go back to Hunter's Grove, and maybe I feel like I want to go back to Farshire. So that's that will cost me a lot of energy, which kind of sucks. But I stay in the area of the Menhir. I can quite easily relight it. So I think I want to do that anyway. So we're going to move 1, 2, 3 spaces. And that means we all have to spend 1, 2, 3 energy. There we go, 1, 2, 3. And draw a blue encounter when you enter this location. So let's hope that's not going to be too bad. Okay, this is the calm before the storm. Nothing happens. Place this card at the bottom of the blue encounter deck. That is great. That is really cool. So, okay, I think I simply want to rest here. So that means it's the end of the day and we got to spend some food. Which allows us to heal. So this thing goes up. We restore our full energy. Okay. And now we're gonna dream. So we gotta go to 106. No, that's not it. It's 116 actually. There we are, Farshire. There's a lot going on in Farshire, it seems. The ground stirs while giants heap more and more earth into the hole. Fear and sweat mark their faces, and they all mutter the same words as they work, like a protective spell. It's not until they lay the great stones of a dolmen atop the site that the ground calms. Their arcane words are still rattling around your skull as you wake. Each character who has this dream gains 1 magic. That is pretty cool. And actually I forgot to reduce our terror. Because we rested, so we lose a terror. And we both get 1 magic. Really cool. So, and I now remember to activate or to place 2 new locations. We have here the underwall. There we can gather food. And it says 600 years after the fall of the Four Dwellers, the walls of Tuathan, their capital, still cut the island in half. So it seems here, this is kind of their city, right? You can see some ruins there. And down here we have Stampede. And I've heard that name before. I think that's something happened there to the party that we're looking for. So help refugees, pay 1 food, gain 1 reputation. Sacred plains are replete with refugees from the west. So we want to definitely go there and explore this area too. So yeah, I guess we start the next day and... Oh, shit. So I think first, though, I want to explore Farshire now that I'm already here. So we're going to spend some energy and go to 116. Occupying a strip of land. Well, we can take a look here. This is it. Occupying a strip of land between the impassable walls of Tuathan and the sea. And yeah, Farshire has always been an important trading hub and the most prosperous of farmholds. Believing that the All-Mother is responsible for all their blessings, Farshire inhabitants raised their town in the shadow of their secret dolmen. As you approach the town, you notice armed patrols, doubled watches, and a long red war banner flapping over the long hall at the top of the town. Okay, so what do we want to do? We could visit the long hall. We could browse the market, through the market, I don't think that. Ascend the dolmen, I think maybe later. Collapse the dolmen, deliver diplomatic message, we can't do that, or leave. Well, then I think I'm going to go to the town hall then. Okay, if you don't... Okay, otherwise Lady Kincaid isn't taking any visitors. Exploration ends. Okay, I think that wasn't too great. So you know what? I think I don't want to hang out here any longer for now. I think I'm going to leave and move to Stampede. So we both travel and we pay 1 each and simply go down here. And we could actually place a menu here. We need secret card 7, which we don't have, I think. But it's not that hard to activate. So maybe we will do that at some point. Okay, so now we're here. And of course, again, we're going to do some exploration. And yeah, that's 118. The largest plains on the island have long served as a way to honor the gods. It was Merlin himself, one of the legendary androids, or archdruids, who helped people dig the sprawling web of ditches packed with chalk white limestone, creating holy signs visible only from above. The plains used to be a holy place, but now reverberate with the sounds of frightened animals and lamenting people. Survivors from the western edge of Avalon flee across the plains, heading to Farshire, Connacht, or Camelot. So we could approach the refugees or search the plain or leave. Well, I think for now I want to try to approach the refugees. So it's verse 4. The travelers are frightened and tired of running. Children cry, huddled together on top of overloaded carts. Women and men are solemn, expressionless. You recognize tartans and signs of several western farmholds. Land's End, Sparrow Point, Dungale, places now fallen into oblivion. We go to verse 5. A woman approaches you with two little girls clinging to a dress. Prithee, tell us, is there any safe place? Where should we go? Other carts stop, and everyone's eyes suddenly fix on you. You must think before you answer. Tell them to head for Camelot. Tell them to head for Connacht. Or for Farshire. I don't know, I think it might make the most sense to go to Farshire. On the other hand, you know, people are running away from Connacht. Yeah, because the menu there is basically not working anymore. So it probably makes the most sense to go to Farshire. So we go to verse 7 then. You guide them, and they nod, desperate for any advice. Soon they head in your chosen direction. Other groups fall behind. You feel your throat clenching. Did you make the right call? If you have any part of the War for Avalon status, each party member gains 2 terror. We don't have that. So gain part of the Strange Encounter status. Part 2. Exploration ends. So, you know, I think I'm actually gonna try another exploration. This time he pays the energy, and we try this again, and this time we search the plain. So if you have part 4 and don't have part 5 of the council status, okay, we don't have that. The part 4. Read on. You wander between the chalk white lines of sacred symbols, lost like an ant on a giant tapestry. After a while, you feel revived, as if some strange power seeps from under the ground. Invigorated, you walk on until you discover a small mound that instantly draws your attention, breaking the perfect line of the horizon. You approach the mound, a fresh grave. Strips of fabric flap on a wooden symbol of the All-Mother, and a broken sword lies half buried in the dirt. The grave is crude, as if dug in a hurry. Tracks led northeast from there. Oh gosh, I think we found one of our guys. New task. Follow the tracks to find out what happened to the rest of the group. Each party member with 2 or less magic gains 1 magic. That means that Beorn gains 1 magic. If you have part 1 of the Fate of the Expedition status, or part 1 of the Dreams and Prophecy status, or if you're playing Beor, which we are, go to verse 8. Okay? You immediately recognize the family crest of Lord Yvain on the fabric and the sword's pommel. You feel a sudden sting of dread. So his quest ended here, on sacred plains, far from any landmark. What was he doing here? What happened to the rest of the party? There might be only one way to find out, and you wonder whether you have the guts to try it. Okay, we can choose now. We can pay our respects and leave, which we obviously don't want to do, or we can dig out the grave. So yeah, we're gonna go with one of these. Just have to follow the tracks. So the tracks go northeast from here. Okay, that is back here, I think. Okay, yeah, fine. Okay, great. So in general, it seems we probably want to go to Camelot. Okay, now let's find out what this is all about. The secret here. I have a feeling I might have missed to notice one of the status. That would suck, but it is possible. So I hope. Okay. So that means we got that is, what the heck? This is 2, 6, 4, it seems to me. Yep. Okay. There we go. The grim work is finally done. The mortal remains of Lord Yvain lie before you, caked in mud and reeking of blood. Just one glance is enough to know a human didn't slay the Lord of Connacht. His armor is so dented, it proves impossible to remove it from his body. His left arm is gone as if ripped away by a terrible force. His massive great helm is caved in. You shudder to think about what's under it. Only after a moment you notice a strange shining talisman clutched in Yvain's hand and decide to keep it for closer investigation. Each party member who has at least one, whatever that is, empathy, gains 1 terror. So that's me. Bayon is, he takes that easy. I mean, who cares about this guy? Each character gains 2 experience. Okay, nice. There we go, and there we are. Gain part 6 of the Fate of the Expedition status, part 2 of the Pillager status, and the Shining Talisman secret card. So this is the Shining Talisman. Whenever you lose any terror, lose 1 more point. I wonder who I should give this to. I mean, he seems to be pretty much a brick, no terror for him. So I think I'm going to give that to her. And we have, that is caution. We do have that. So we go to 301 in the Book of Secrets, which is here. You carefully inspect the remains and conclude that Yvain died no longer than a week ago. Under his feet, you discover some small trinkets that look like a burial parting gifts. A set of glass prayer beds, a bracelet made of boar fangs, and 1 razor-sharp steel dagger. It seems at least 3 members of the expedition outlived Yvain and buried him. You might still be able to catch up with them. Each party member gets 1 experience. If your caution is at least 2, which is not the case, so it ends. So yeah, we all gain 1 experience. Sweet. Okay. What am I going to do now? Well, it seems we want to go here, and I think I want to light this menu here, activate that thing. So I might go here, go for a hunt first, and then activate the Menhir. Maybe I should go first to the underworld and explore that, and then go back. So while I'm already here now, I might explore these two areas actually, this one, and then go back. You know, you need to do exploration anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna move here. Everybody spends 2. And that's then it for the end of the day. I'm gonna rest. I didn't know, I might have missed that earlier on. She's not allowed to reduce her terror because she's traumatized. You can't reduce terror when resting in a location without an active Menhir. So that kind of sucks. Apart from that, we can heal. So this goes up again. He's totally fit. And I think this is pretty much it there. And we dream. No, we don't. No, the underworld there you don't dream. Okay. Actually, we could also hunt here. So maybe that's what we want to do. Start the next day. And that I could actually advance my characters. I'm really thinking about that. You know, I think I might want to do that. I think I want to spend all my experience and give him a few good combat cards. And here, I think I'll wait. But it's so expensive to get her aggression, that's the problem. But I think she might need some aggression at least. So I think I'm going to wait till I be able to get her some aggression. Or maybe I should also buy a few additional combat cards, I don't know. Let me see if I really... I mean, aggression is helpful in combat, obviously. Ugh, shit. I realize a problem here. You know, the thing is, I cannot go to whitening and kind of turn on that stupid Menhir because I first have to light the one in Connacht. Right? So then I can go here, and then I can go further east. Feels like I might have to do that. So I wonder if I even should go there, or maybe I kind of actually go here instead. I think I should have done it. And by the way, I think I forgot to draw a blue encounter when entering this thing anyway. So I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm simply going to here. And that's it. Okay, so we are now... we can dream again. We've already done that, so there's nothing too interesting to do there. So we now start the next day. And by the way, I took a card from my combat deck for her and 2 cards for him. Okay, so now we go to the next day, and I really have to do that in the right order. So this goes down again, 1 space. The problem is, yeah, well, we'll see about all that. It's not gonna be easy, but okay, let's light that Menhir first here. So we have to pay 2 energy, 2 wounds, 2 wealth, and 2 magic. Wow. Okay, so let's do that. But first we got to draw an event card. A Wandering Beast. Draw cards from the green encounter deck until you draw 1 with a Guardian keyword. Put this encounter in the lowest numbered revealed location and then shuffle the encounter deck. Okay, so we get again this And we might actually even meet this guy immediately. Because we are, well, yeah, we are in the lowest revealed location. Great. Again, it's this bear or whatever that is, boar. Weird bear, yeah. I think great. So let's see if we can kill this guy. It might give us some food. But I mean, we are in a good shape, right? So of course bear starts. I think we can actually start pretty good. We can do a crippling strike here. Oh, fuck, man, I'm all constantly... I think this thing was at 2, although I'm not totally sure. Constantly... yeah, touching those menus. Okay, so anyways, so this thing does 2 damage, which is sweet. And again, we need 8 damage to kill this guy. Okay, then we go to the next, and here we have another damage, and we can play that because of this, right? And then we get another 2 damage. So that is really strong. We already did 5 damage here. And yeah, great, really cool. So then comes the attack of this guy. He's at 5, so it says lose, take 2 wounds and lose 1. Okay, so we got our shield. Well, but we played 2 cards, sadly. So we take 2 wounds, but okay. But we can pay one of these. So we will not lose this thing. And we can draw another card. Cool. So then it's her. Oh wait, that was crap. I cannot do that because lose 2. I cannot play this. This doesn't make any sense. So I'm only going to play this card basically. And that means I will only do 2 damage. But that also means that I only lose 1 life points because I can use my shield. Okay. But sadly, yeah, that's not quite as good. Okay, so now it's her. Oh boy, let's see what we have here. So I didn't went through all this. It is a little bit, well, I mean, this can drag on for a while. Let's be honest about that. So the problem is this guy is always recovering his wounds. So I had a few cards to prevent that, but it took me a while to get there and to finally kill him with that final blow. So in the end, she lost 1, he lost 3, and I think that's pretty much it. We will gain 2 food out of this. And yeah, that's it. And that was the event of the day, right? So now I'm gonna activate the menu. We gotta spend 2 energy, 2 wounds, 2 wealth. Shit, do I have wealth? Yeah, I do. And 2 magic. So let's do that. Okay, so this allows us now to reveal this card. Technically, we could also reveal the card down here, but honestly, yeah, I've got a bit problems with my play space here, right? So I don't want to do it. Okay, So that was the first action, activating this thing. Now I'm considering simply moving here to go more to the east. So we're going to move one space here. And yeah, that's my first travel action. And then I can reveal the whitening. There we go. And there. Now we can move here. And everybody has again to spend one. Now let's see how to activate this thing. Okay, that's not that expensive. We got to spend 3 energy, a wound, a wealth, and a magic. Problem is we don't have any wealth. Yeah, great. Okay, how to get that? Oh boy. I really should have checked earlier about that. Okay, I could go here in the Blooded Glen. Or here. You know what? So instead of going here, I have to go here, because I can do the treasure hunt there, which gives me wealth. Okay, nice. Good, cool. So, that means we got to spend 2. Okay, so she can do that. She spends 2, gains a terror, which isn't great, but she can heal the terror now here because the Menhir is active. And she gains 1 wealth. So that's good. There we go. And then she's got to roll a die. And maybe we get a 6. And I don't know, find the Grail or something. Oh, that's a 5. That's close, but it didn't work out. Okay, this is it. So we got our wealth, which is nice. And well, I think we're pretty much done here now. So therefore, I think I'm gonna pass and I'm gonna rest there. So we will be able to heal 1 of those. This goes back on top. This guy can also heal. This goes up again. And this is pretty much it. So I think for now I'm done here. Let's be honest, it's going really slow. I mean, it might be my kind of, I don't know, unexperienced play or whatever, you know. But it's not making things easier to go back, light the menu, go here, you know, gather food, all these kind of things. I've read about this problem, and yeah, it doesn't make it more interesting, let's say it that way. Anyways, so my next action will be go to Whitening, light a Menhir, and then explore the area. Maybe I find Camelot. So yeah, hope to see you on the next video or on lonesomegamer.com. Bye.